the breakdown of regulatory affairs intelligence and get into a little bit more of the details of what that looks like in terms of compliance versus policy. And then, maybe we can talk a little bit about your day-to-day, what that looks like, so people can kind of understand what you're doing.
So compliance versus policy, right? So we kind of talked a little bit about the two different sides. And if you're thinking about implementing a regulatory intelligence department, lots of considerations and lots of leeway on where you could go on this. So perhaps you don't have either the bandwidth, the resources, the money to totally put a complete regulatory intelligence department in that spans both of those, compliance and policy. So maybe just start with the compliance part. I mean, let's just keep the doors open. Let's keep the products on the market. Let's keep doing what we're doing and make sure that we try to be a little more proactive in response to a lot of regulation changes and things, instead of waiting until you get that oh crap moment where an auditor comes in, finds something wrong. Well, this thing changed a year ago. Why aren't you guys aware of it? And then you have to either pull things out. You got recalls. You got things happening where you have to do some more testing. And
now you're in a reactionary mode.
Right, it's turning into an emergency, exactly. And there's a lot of urgency behind that. That costs money, right? Absolutely. So if you really want to think about it, you're gonna pay for it either way. Are you gonna pay for it being proactive and having your resources ahead of the game and preventing those emergencies, or are you going to pay for it on the back end and potentially even cause a lot more money to go down the drain with some recalls and things? So that's kind of the compliance side. It's just really what's out there, what standards, what regulations, what's changing, trying to be a little proactive about getting on top of those things. So for instance, if you have some new product development going on and something changes, making sure that those changes get into that system so that you're performing the right tests at the right time, and that you don't end up a year down the road with a product that has the wrong, IEC tests on it or something like that. And then you can't get into this certain market. So it's really preventing those emergencies.